So we're going to share with you guys some of the success stories of the past Angel Conference alumni, the winners. And so I want to bring up Jay Beavers, who will share some alumni updates.
Thank you, Bob.
Yep.
So I'm the fund administrator for this conference, Seattle Angel 12. We have one of our founders, previous alumni, to come up and talk a little bit about their experience and their company. So the first thing I'm going to do is bring up Max Baker from Alumni to talk about where they're at.
I'm Max Baker, CEO of Alumni. Our VP of marketing is back there. Feel free to say hi to Jen Irish at any time. Our company, we were the winner of the first SAC award prize. So that was back in late 2012. It's been a while. And according to the Willamette Angel Fund, most angel investors typically receive a return about 8 to 10 years. So it's looking like if we're successful and we can keep going, we might be in that range, but we got a lot of work to do. Our company makes a product called the Halo Light. It's designed to fit on a standard hard hat. When I first presented here, we had an ugly prototype, had a cord and a battery pack and a bunch of other stuff. But earlier this year, we actually released a cord-free version. So from some customer input, we improved the functionality by basically a 4x, and we cut the price in half. So by the end of the year, it's my aggressive hope that we can 3.5x increase sales over last year. We're tracking along that direction. So it's my hope that in Q1 of next year, I can give a good report on that side. But for what it's worth, SAC was very helpful to us from the very beginning. It's been an absolute slog getting here. But I wish all the presenters the best of luck and everything. Like I feel very fortunate to have the company that we have today. And since the very beginning, we've talked a lot about changing the safety space. So we aim to improve the lives of those in high-risk situations by helping them come home. And in the last year, we've been really fortunate to see companies like 3M, Honeywell, Caterpillar, Volvo Equipment use the words that our brand first started talking about back in 2013 and 2014. So seems like vindication. And yeah, best of luck to everyone.
Okay, so near and dear to my heart, since this is my third round of Seattle Angel Conference, are the previous two rounds. So I thought I would give you a little taste of an update from them. So SAC XI, which was about 6 months ago, the winner was SAFCAN. And SAFCAN makes basically a device that removes earwax, impacted earwax. And they've been doing quite well. They've gotten some excellent press lately, and they just got accepted into the Dream It Health Accelerator, which is a accelerator with many of their target market customers participating in it with about a 3% acceptance rate. So they're very excited about where they are and where they're going. SAC X, which is 12 months ago, was won by a company called Envio. And Envio is a company that helps make the clinical trial process go easier. I happen to, in my day job, do a little bit of work with medical devices, so I know what a pain that is. So I'm very excited to see a company making that work better. And recently, their big news is they were just accepted into the Cedars-Sinai Accelerator, powered by Techstars. So they're very excited about what that's going to do to their upcoming potential. Now, this round of SAC, we had a lady named Carly Price who helped us do some numerical analysis on the past investments to kind of get a feel for where are we at, how are things going. So I have taken her analysis and summarized it for you, but I wanted to give proper credit to Carly, who did actually all the hard work here. So we have been investing for 5 years, and we have made 16 investments over those 5 years. Of those, 3 of our investments have died. It happens in this space. None have exited yet. We're a little early for exits. Typical exits are, 5 to 8 years in this space. So we're just a little too early to see the big exits yet. But we have had 8 rounds of new investment in the 16 companies that we've invested in. So using that, we were able to kind of look at an updated value for the companies. So what does that turn into? So far, Seattle Angel Conference has invested $2.25 million in these companies, and they're now currently valued at $75 million and a quarter. So quite a bit of value has been created. Now, if you come to any of John's Angel 101 conferences, which teaches about angel investing and what it looks like, you'll recognize this slide on the bottom, which is basically tells you What are the types of investments made? What are the types of returns? What are angel investors and venture capitalists looking for? So I did an early analysis. Now this is just based on the new valuations, and nobody has exited yet, so it's really an early set of numbers, but it gives you an idea of how Seattle Angel Conference is doing compared to studies on venture capital and studies on angel investing in general. So you can see that the percentage of companies that we invest in that basically return less the investment is relatively small. We're down at 27%. Right now, since we're a little bit early, we have a fairly high column here in the 1 to 5-fold investment return. Okay, so we're at about 55%, not bad. One of the things I wanted to point out about this column of 1 to 5-fold investment, I calculated this based on our holding of 5 years, which is the lifetime of where we're at right now. This is an annual return rate of between 8 and about 45%. So even though this is the small column, do realize that many of these are like 20%, 30%, 40% return on investment. Okay, so it's actually a pretty impressive column there. And then you can see in some of the big hits, we've got one company or 9% in the 5 to 10x and one company in the 10 to 30x. We don't have any in the runaway hits at this point, but the runaway hits are also companies that tend to come in later in the investment. So typically those are investments you make that you hold for 9 or 10 years or so. So we're a little early. I expect what we'll see over the next few years as we continue to track this, that we'll see it kind of broaden out a little bit. This number will go up a little bit, and those numbers will go up a little bit as well. But that's just a guess, speculation. Okay, that is all that I have.
Thank you, Jay.
You.